So you're homeless now. So the domestic violence was so horrible. You rather just
mentally and physically.
So how was it being on the streets? Like your first night being on the streets? Hello, this is Ask Pharmacist Tish, and I'm here in the beautiful city of Charlotte, North Carolina. I do have the pleasure of meeting today
Jasmine Fagan.
Hey Jasmine, nice to meet you. So, are you homeless at the moment?
I am homeless at the moment, yes.
You're homeless at the moment? How long you been homeless for?
Now about a year and a half.
A year and a half? Okay, how did you end up homeless?
Relationship. I left another state and came out here to
Oh,
and I was with.
okay, so you was with a guy and
My husband, actually.
oh, okay, so you had a very abusive husband, and so you left that domestic violence to be on your own and to. Okay, so where are you born and raised?
Originally, I was born in D.C.
Okay, from DC.
I'm also a vet, so
Oh, you're a veteran?
yes.
Okay.
8 years Navy.
Okay, so you're Navy. Okay, so you're a Navy servant. Okay.
Honorably discharged at 8 years. I'll be 42 in July.
Okay.
I've been raised everywhere because I'm also an Army brat.
Army brat. Okay.
So I've been everywhere. So I was born in D.C., but everywhere.
Okay. Right. So you're born and raised in DC. How was your childhood and everything?
It was good as well.
It was fun.
Because, I got to travel, so.
Okay. So was it hard on you being an Army brat?
It was until I got my sister, until my sister came along. It was easier.
Okay. Your sister, how did that make it hard?
It made it easier.
Easier. Okay. Got you.
Yeah, I had somebody to talk to.
Right. So it's only you and your sister. Okay. So how was being in the Navy for you? Was that like?
Oh my God.
Because you did it for 8 years, you said, right?
Yeah, it was actually, it messed me up a little bit.
Being in the Navy, being in the military for the United States messed you up?
It did.
How so? Like a lot of PTSD or
I
something?
have really bad PTSD. I was a prisoner of war for a year and a half, and I had to do some stuff in order to get my platoon and my army free. So it was a lot of stuff.
You were a prisoner of war?
Yes.
Where?
Desert Storm.
Desert Storm. So you were actually captured.
And was held captive for a year and a half. So, and I had to kind of do some stuff that I'm not proud of.
Okay.
I don't want to indulge in all of that.
Right.
So that was something I wasn't proud of in order to kind of get our people free. That's what allowed me to go back to the because they wouldn't. They gave me a lieutenant position, and they didn't want to serve under nobody but me. So.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so you're a woman, and you're a Desert Storm, and you're a prisoner of war, and you made it out of that.
I don't know if I made it all the way out. I made it physically.
Okay, so from there, you ended up somehow in an abusive relationship.
Yeah, my husband actually was my commanding officer.
Okay, your husband was a commanding officer.
My commanding officer.
Okay.
And he was married before we got together. They were having an affair. They divorced, so we got together. Not listening to her. I should listen to her. She told me what it was and what I was facing.
So. Wow. Okay. So you're homeless now. So the domestic violence was so horrible. You rather just
mentally and physically.
So how was it being on the streets? Like your first night being on the streets?
Well, I mean,
did you go to urban ministry outreach, or what did you do?
I did with a woman. Well, let me rephrase that.
Right.
Not every woman does, but I had to use what I got. What God gave me. So.
Okay, so you had to do some prostitution and make it through. And so does that help you get the money you need?
It helps put me in a room. It helps put me in a hotel room.
So that's all you want. You just want to have housing.
That's it.
Right. So, and I heard, how much is housing usually?
Well, for me, I have the VA, but it's kind of iffy with the VA right now. So.
Do you know him? Okay. Wow. So you do get money from the VA.
Yeah.
So what do you end up doing with the money for housing and stuff like that?
I mean, I'm willing, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had a car, but when my car got, somebody put diesel in my tank. So
okay.
Like I said, I get money every month from the government. I'm just trying to,
Now, do you have a substance misuse issue?
I did.
You did?
Yes and no.
You do?
Yes and no.
Does that like eat up some of your money or?
Some of it. But
Right.
I learned to evolve from it. So,
Okay, what kind of drugs did you use?
cocaine.
Cocaine. Right. And so what do you need? What is it that, I mean, okay, so you used to be a military person. You were over people. You had, you lived on base, you had your housing and everything, and now, so what is your game plan to not be homeless? Like, do you think the PTSD and everything that you've gone through, the government, are they helping you enough?
Not really, no. The VA is really slack on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
The VA is really slack. I think the VA needs to do better when it comes to veterans.
Right.
Do for us because they label us PTSD and they don't give us the help. They just give us pills and send us on our own. A lot of vets are homeless. A lot of vets.
You said a lot of vets are homeless?
A lot of vets are homeless and they don't know the avenues that they have to take.
I just cannot imagine serving for the country, being a prisoner of war, and the best support that you can get from the government is being homeless at this moment. That is just absolutely horrible. So so do you get money from the being a vet, but it's not enough?
No, it's not.
Right. And so what's your game plan, hon, to get off the streets? It's been 1.5 years, 2 years, you said, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on it. I'm right now waiting on the bid for the women's shelter. They said it should be a couple more days.
Okay. So what's the worst thing you experienced while being on the streets?
I was raped.
Are you serious? How long into your homelessness were you raped?
About 6 months.
6 months. And what happened with that?
Being out here thinking that I knew the streets like it was the military, and I didn't really anticipate what was going to happen. I was raped.
Okay, but being a prisoner of war, this is one more thing you've gone through, right?
It kind of put me in a backslide a little bit.
Right. So your main issue is you need some mental health therapy to get back on track, because substance abuse and everything is not going to go away until then. So what can the people of Charlotte can do to help you? Like, what do you think that will get you back on track? And you serve our country,
They need to reevaluate their VA.
Okay.
They need to go ahead and kind of reject the VA and make it a little bit easier for veterans like myself to get the organ, because we don't know all of the resources that are out there.
Right.
We have to do a lot of research on our own, and I feel the VA should already do that for us.
That is true, especially after everything. I cannot imagine being a woman, being a prisoner of war, coming back to the United States, and then not to get the support you need. I mean, the mental health support, you needed support so bad. And then to be in a domestic violence relationship and being a woman now on your own. Do you have friends or anyone that has your back out here?
I mean, I have associates. I don't really consider them my friends.
Right, you have associates. Right.
Yeah, I have my back.
So you have your own back. All right, but you said in a couple of days you may have like some housing.
Yeah, because I'm in contact with the lady at the women's shelter, and she said no later than Monday. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate everything. I mean, this was awesome, and